There was one interesting thing that I want to read for you regarding the arrest of Greg Johnson. This is a quote to the newspaper from PS, Politiets Säkerhetstjänste, which is the police security service. It's a very interesting statement from the police security service. They say this: the most important thing is that he was arrested before the event. The PST, the security service, planned to arrest him before he got a chance to express his views to the audience. And this is direct quote from them. Vi jobbar förebyggande. We work to preempt. We work to prevent. To keep these milieus, these political milieus, as small as possible. In that mission, or in that task, it's important to stop radicalizing people, radicalizers, who can influence people and tip them over in a more extreme direction. In other words, the police explicitly admit, in this quote, they explicitly admit that they didn't arrest him for security reasons or to prevent crime. They admit that they had arrested him explicitly to prevent him from speaking his political views. And they didn't work in reaction to a crime. They work preemptively, proactively, to prevent a political current from growing. I don't know if you understand how serious that is. That means that Norway, the Norwegian state, an institution in the Norwegian government, the state, has admitted explicitly to the newspapers that they are a political police. So this was not to prevent a crime. I want to repeat that again and again and again, and I want you all to repeat that. And I want us to write about it, and I want us to quote this and screenshot it and spread it all around, that this was to prevent political speech. That's very important. That means that that Norway is now a politically totalitarian state. That's what it means to be totalitarian. It's like, instead of having an open society, according to Karl Popper, you probably know about Karl Popper. So Karl Popper, he was prominent in the philosophy of science, because he said that instead of scientists confirming theories by observations, they should try to falsify, exactly, thank you. They should try to falsify theories. And that carried over into his political theory. So because the idea in science is that you can verify a theory 1,000,000 times, but if you falsify it once, it's, in theory, it's false. So therefore, you cannot really verify a theory. So you should attempt to falsify it so you can modify it after that. That carried over into his political ideas, because he criticized political totalitarianism. What he said was more important than quote-unquote democracy, that is, people going through a ritual of putting a paper in a box every 4th year, which is sort of an empty gesture. The most important thing, the most defining element of an open society is that it's open to criticism, that it invites criticism. Because if you are prevented from criticizing the political dogmas of a society, it's by definition totalitarian. And Greg Johnson was going to criticize the fundamental dogmas of the Norwegian society and the Western societies today. And that was why he was prevented from speaking at this event, and that is why he is arrested by the Norwegian Security Service, and that is why he is being deported from the country. And they admit it's so. So they admit that they will use police force to prevent people from exercising their freedom of speech and participating in the political debate, because we are the Skansen Forum. We support freedom of speech. We support openness of debate. I would want all of those ridiculous Antifa people standing there taking pictures of me right now. I would invite them to have a debate with me, because I know I could destroy them in the debate. And even if I couldn't destroy them in the debate, I would invite them nonetheless. But they want to prevent us from speaking. So that is what we are about. We are about to having open debates about these issues. The Norwegian state, the Norwegian government, the Norwegian security police admits that they are arresting people for political reasons. An intellectual who is going to give a speech about human biodiversity. I think that's a very interesting thing and a very important thing to keep in mind. Let's take a break until we invite the next speaker to the stage. So thank you. Another applause for Kevin McDonald. Thank you.